Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel.
If you're new here, I'm Brenna.
And I'm Bella.
Today we are going to be filming a Get Ready With Us.
So, if you want to get ready with us, then keep on watching.
We woke up on time, we got ready on time, we showered on time, we even watched 2 episodes of Criminal Minds.
Yup. Well, you got to. I didn't. I have no idea what I'm going to do today.
Me neither. Can I use your primer again?
Yeah. The Brenna.
The Belle Mel.
I know. Oh, right. Okay. So
today,
Brenna and I are going to a concert. We're going to be seeing Montgomery Gentry at the Upstate Concert Hall.
Yeah.
We love them.
We just love concerts in general.
Yeah. Any country concert, we will be there.
Yep.
What? Where's all my stuff? Like,
I took it and I threw it in the garbage.
I'm sure you did.
This makes my face glow. I just
know,
love it.
Right?
Look at it.
It's crazy.
Oh, let's talk about the story about when we first became friends. What you were going to say yesterday. I can't wait to hear this.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 sides to the story, though. You tell yours first.
Okay.
And I'll butt in.
Okay. So, Brenna and I met in our junior year of high school in cosmetology. So, I, have horrible anxiety with everything I do in life. So, I was, super nervous to start cos. Didn't even know what to expect. And it's even scary because it's, people from all different schools.
You don't know any of these people.
You literally don't know unless there's, people from, your school. So, Alyssa Marshall obviously was in cos, and she went to Mahonison with me. And we were, we obviously knew each other, but we were never, super close. But, I feel like cos just brought us close because, we didn't, have anybody. So, there was actually a lot of girls from my school that did cos. So, Alyssa ended up being in my class. So, we obviously sat next to each other and, we got, pretty close. So, I remember sitting.
You have to tell, yeah.
Okay, so, the first day, it was, we walked in, and I forget what we did.
We literally, okay, I remember exactly what we did. But I was extremely shy. And, I still am pretty shy. But, I was so shy, to the point where, I didn't talk to anybody. I sat on the opposite side of the room of, almost everyone. And, I sat, next to people, but I was just, I have pretty bad, anxiety with, people that I don't know. I just can't talk to them. So, I was nervous about going into this class and, making new friends because, I don't like talking to people I don't know. So Bella and Alyssa sat next to each other on, the opposite side of the room of me. We were watching a PowerPoint the whole entire time, pretty much. This class is, 2.5 hours. So we're sitting there watching this PowerPoint about the class that we already watched, another time before we took the class.
But I wasn't there for that. Yeah, I didn't go to that.
A lot of people didn't, but of course I did because, that's just me.
Brenna was literally, a straight A student in school.
No.
Her whole life, always did her work on time, always did, everything, to the best that she could. And I was, the opposite. I never did my homework. I never had things prepared. I always procrastinated. So we were, the opposite in school.
Yeah, but then, I don't know if it was the first day or, the first, week that we did this, but we got this worksheet, okay? And those, icebreaker things where they make you, ask each other questions, and you have to go around the room and, find people that answer the question, yes. So that's what we did on the first day of school. But that had nothing to do with us, being friends.
Right.
Because, yeah.
Because at this point, we didn't even know each other.
Yeah, and, since we were both pretty shy and didn't want to talk to people, we just kept to ourselves and the people that we knew. And for me, there was only one other person in my class that was from my school. I had never I don't do sports, never did them. So I also didn't have any friends outside of my school. I only had a few friends just from my school, and that was it.
Yeah. I just remember going in. Obviously, people are walking in at different times, and, she just told us, sit wherever you want. So, we were at these tables, and, one table went, straight across. It was, an L. One went straight across. If here was,
almost a square. Or almost a rectangle.
Oh, was it? It was 2.
Yeah, there were 2 small ones on the side and one long one in the middle.
So, me and Alyssa sat together on, the long one in the middle. And Brenna sat on the way, end, or, the middle of like the other one. So like the one going this
Of
way.
the one on your left.
Yeah, so I was like sitting here and Brenna was sitting like over here. So I just remember her coming in, okay? And
I remember what I wore.
I just remember looking at her and being like, are you kidding me? Like
What?
I was like crap. Like because she walked in and you were wearing, I think you were wearing like a skirt.
I was wearing that floral dress
Yes.
that I wore yesterday.
Yes. And you had like a braid in your hair, but it was like curled. And your makeup was all done and you looked so pretty. Like I just remember being like so jealous of you because I was like, oh my god, like she's gorgeous. And I just thought that you were like, I don't even know. Like I just thought that like you were someone that would never like talk to me because you were like so pretty and like I like was like I don't know. I just like one of those girls that you're like, wow, like she's got it together. Like she's got her life together and I don't.
Bella, no.
So I just remember like wanting. Okay. So,
wait, can I tell what I thought? Okay, what I saw you though.
Okay.
I remember this. Okay.
Okay.
So, I remember looking at Bella and Alyssa like. We all did not communicate with each other until December. Like, our Christmas party that we had in class, like, we didn't talk to each other. Not because we didn't like each other, but we were just, like, everyone was super quiet in that class. And it was weird because I remember the other class saying, like, that they were all friends and stuff. And, like, a lot of us just were really quiet and didn't, like, talk much. And I just remember the first time that I saw them, I was like, oh my god, are you kidding? Like, I would look at them laughing. They were always having fun. And I was like, I want to be friends with them. Like, I remember every single day I went in, I was like, I just want to talk to them, be friends with them. But, like, they wouldn't be friends with me. Like, I'm really quiet. I'm really weird. Like, they wouldn't like me. And so I never really talked to them. But I remember this one day, and I don't remember, like, it was not the first day. It was, like, a few weeks in. Bella was, like, had her hair up in that bun that she wears with, like, the pieces down. She had this shirt on that she always wore. It was the one with the deer on it. Okay? And you were, like, you had your backpack on. And I think you only, like, had, like, your mascara on. And I was just standing there, and I was like, I wanted to say something and just, like, be your friend. And I was like, no, she wouldn't talk to me. Like, she's literally so pretty. Like, just look at her. She's not even wearing any makeup. And she probably just does it. And
well,
you were like,
I wasn't allowed to wear makeup.
I know.
I know. I wouldn't wear any.
But I was like, oh, Bella just looks, like, she's just so pretty. And I couldn't even, like, at one point I got so nervous. I was like, I can't because I don't remember their names. This was, like, in the first few days. I was like, oh, I'll never be friends with them. I'll just have to admire them from afar. It was so sad. I remember, like, every day. I was like, they're always, like, having so much fun, and they've probably known each other forever, so they wouldn't want to be friends with me.
Which
That's
is so
what I thought
crazy
the whole entire time.
Because we didn't. Like, we were never close
Yeah.
until cause. So, this is so embarrassing. And, like, I
No,
definitely
okay.
have told you this story before. But, so, obviously, like, I thought Brenna was so pretty and, like, she always, like, dressed nice and, like, Brenna always had her makeup done. She never came to school, like, without makeup on. So, like, she was always just, like, put together. So, I would literally dress nice, pick out my outfits just to, like, impress her. Like, just because I wanted her to, like, I swear to God, like, this is so weird. Like, I feel like I had, like, a crush on you or something, but, like, I literally would try and, like, wear cute outfits because, like, you were pretty, so, like, I wanted you to think I was pretty. So, like, I would wear, like, nice stuff. I'm serious.
I'm going to cry.
So, I just remember being, like, I don't know. I just remember seeing you and just being like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
Bella, stop. Okay, I literally was thinking everything that she just says, like, about me, about her, the whole time. And I think that's so weird that we were thinking all this stuff, but we didn't say 2 words to each other until December. And I remember the exact day and the exact moment that it happened, too.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me, I don't remember.
Okay. No, you will. You say you don't remember, then I tell you, and you're like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was closer to Christmas, and we were doing our first haircut that, like, we ever did in the class.
Oh, God.
And I was, like, over on the opposite side. Okay. I completely isolated myself. Like, I really did.
Literally in the corner.
I was in the very corner in the back of the room. Everyone was, like, on this big wall, and they were, like, talking and, like, laughing. And I'm
like,
just,
the way that it was, like, set up was, like, we had, like, a whole wall, and, like, there were, like, stations. So it was, like, this countertop, and there were, like, individual mirrors, and then we had, like, a chair, so we could work, like, at our
with
station.
our mannequins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just had learned the haircut, and we were supposed to do it on our mannequin for the first time. And this was the haircut that we were going to be doing for the state board, I think, like for our exam. I don't really remember. But anyway, I'm sitting on the opposite side of the room, and I didn't like, I had my back towards them, so, like, I didn't, like, see anybody else. I was just, like, doing my thing. And all of a sudden, okay, it was, like, everything that I ever wanted to happen in that class just, like, came to life. I was sitting there just cutting the little hair, and I finished, too. Like, I was done.
Because Brenna was, like, the best at everything.
No, I wasn't. Okay, so then Bella and Alyssa walk over to me, of all people in the class, and they're just, like, standing there, and they're just kind of looking at me, and I was like, oh my god, what the heck? And I really didn't think that they were, like, trying to talk to me. I thought they wanted to borrow something from me, and they were like, hi, like, we just wanted to know if you could help us with the haircut, because you're, like, really good at it, and we're just having trouble, and we just need some help. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I started talking to them, and they're like, well, there's an empty chair in between us, like, you could come over and sit with us. And I was like, what? I was so excited. I was, like, trying to keep my cool, and I was like, yeah, okay, let me see. And I just, like,
I don't know, maybe.
And so anyway, I ended up moving over there, and from that day on, I sat in that spot for the rest of the year. Like, I sat with them for the whole entire time. We became, like, all of us became so close, and we took pictures with each other every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I have a picture from every single day in that class. We always took pictures.
Yeah.
And we just, like, became
There's
friends
so many
from that
pictures
on.
of, like, me and Brenna, like,
yes.
and, like, accidental, like, twinning, and, like, our outfits would be, like, the same, so I'd be like, oh my god, Brenna, we have to take a picture together.
Yes.
Like,
we always did stuff like that, and it was just, like, I don't know, it was so weird, because I always, like, look back, and I'm like, I just wish I talked to them earlier, like, just a few months earlier.
I know.
Because it was, like, December by then, but, I mean, after that, we immediately, like, we were all inseparable, like, all three of us. It was just...
We had, like, a group chat together,
yes,
like, immediately.
And
there was, like, my brows always look so dark. There was, like, other girls in our class, too, that we became, like, super close with as well. Like, Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah, we miss you. We love you.
I know.
She was the best.
So funny. She would always be late to class, but she would always be late because she went to Dunkin' and got us all food.
Yup. She'd bring us, like, coffees and stuff, and, like, our teacher would always, like, yell at her, and she did not care.
She did not care. She would walk in and be like, hey, guys, and give us, like, individually walk over to us and give us all of our drinks, and, like, if she got us food. It was so funny. We had summer school, not because, like, it was, like, a thing. Like, you had to go.
Yeah, like,
in order to do a senior year of COS, you had to do summer school for 20 days.
Because it's, like, hours that we had to get.
Yeah.
Like, you're required to have 1,000 hours to be able to, like, get your license.
Yeah, and we were bummed. Like, we didn't want to do it in the summer. But, honestly, as soon as we started doing it, and, like, we were in the same... Well, me and Bella were in the same summer school class.
Thank God.
And Alyssa was not. She was in, like, the room next door, so we didn't see her as often. But me and Bella spent every day together in that class. And we, like, our stations, everything we did, we were partners. We would go back to my house for lunch, all three of us.
Because Brenna lived, like,
5 minutes, like 5 minutes away from the school.
Yeah.
Because we had, like, I think it was an hour lunch break.
Yeah.
Because it was 9 to 2, I think, every day. Or 8 to 2. Something like that. But honestly, some of the best memories we ever made were during that summer. Like, at the school, just, like, having fun.
We had, like, these packets we had to do.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
We had packets with, like, so many pages in them, and we had to do them by the end of each week.
Thank God for Brenna. That's all I had to say. I would have failed cosmetology if it wasn't for her.
Oh, that's not true.
But then...
we used to split the packets up, me, her, and Alyssa. We would each do a certain amount of pages and then give each other the other pages because these packets were so long. Like, they were like 30 pages long and they were due in a week, and this was summer, and we were in school for 6 hours every single day. So, like, that sucked. But we would go to, remember when we went to my house that one day and we, like, swam and we went to the library and got movies? That was the day you guys dropped me?
Yeah. Oh,
Tell them the story.
Okay, so, you know, we're, like, all obsessed with, like, taking pictures and stuff. So, it was me, Alyssa, and Brenna, and we had a sleepover at Brenna's house. I think it was for the first time
that
we had to sleep over your house. So, we went, like, swimming in Brenna's pool, and we went to the library to, like, get movies, and, you know, we were just, like, hanging out. So then, I don't know who came up with this idea.
It was Alyssa. She always had been saying, you should have been a cheerleader, like, you're so small, you could have been a flyer, and, like, she was telling me that she wanted to put me into a stunt, like, lift me in the air. And, like, I'm not afraid of stuff, so I was like, okay,
Brenna was like, yeah, I was like,
I can do it.
Let's go. And
under rocks.
Yup.
Under
okay,
rocks.
So we were taking pictures out front, and now that it's taking me like 30 minutes to do my eyebrows.
I know, me too. I'm not even done yet.
So we decided to take some pictures out front, and Brenna's little sister Zoe was like taking pictures for us, and I never cheered either. So like Alyssa was the only one that like knew how to like do cheer stuff. So Alyssa was like, all right, let's do one and we'll lift Brenna up. Actually, we had tried this.
We're gonna put the pictures on here.
Yes. So, but we tried it in the pool too.
Oh yes,
that's when
they
we
tried
first
lifting me up in
tried
the pool.
So we like put her up on our shoulders. We have a picture of that too.
Yes.
Because Zoe was like in the pool taking pictures.
Yeah,
of
Zoe was like, no, and I was like, Zoe, you have to take these pictures. So I made her stand on the ladder of my pool and take pictures of her.
That was like before I was like close with Zoe too.
Mm-hmm.
So like Zoe was like kind of shy and like didn't really like, I don't know, like wasn't like hanging out with us at that point.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Did I put this on my face already? Yeah, I did. Crap. Okay, I just put a little more on here. So Zoe was like taking pictures for us. So then we tried it in the pool and like it didn't go like badly. Like it went like fine. So then we were like, okay, like let's
we're good at this. We can do
let's
it
do
under
this.
rocks.
Like, yeah. Okay, so we were out front of Brenna's house.
Right up against my house.
And it's like gravel, like all like little tiny rocks, like all in front of like the part of her house. So we're standing there. So Alyssa's like, all right, Bella, like we can do this. You hold her one side, I'll hold the other side. Hold her feet. We'll push her up, and we'll do this. No.
No. The pain.
Okay.
That
so
I felt.
We tried to lift her up. We got her like part way up, and then Brenna started to fall.
And I'm not even kidding. You could never recreate this moment if you tried.
God.
Okay? They lifted me up and my life flashed before my eyes. I have never, it was the freaking weirdest thing. They pushed me up and Alyssa said, stand up. And, I was scared because it was I had once.
I'm not afraid of anything. I can do it.
No, I was scared I was gonna get hurt, on the gravel because I have fallen and gotten, really hurt by stuff like that. So they lift me up and I go to stand, but I lost my balance because Bella, I know it was Bella, was not holding my leg tight enough, and they tried saving me by shoving me against my house. So I fell, and then I fell into my house, knocked this part of my arm on my house on the floor,
but
and
she was upside down. There's a picture. I caught her by her foot.
By my foot.
Her foot was next to my face.
Yes.
Alyssa caught her down, but
yes.
she had
my head
fallen.
was on the floor.
Yeah.
And
so,
Zoe,
right.
Zoe's still taking pictures, so we have this whole entire moment of me falling on camera. And after I finished, my arm hurt so bad, and then we went inside to eat dinner after we were laughing. My parents were like, what was that thud against the house? And I was like, oh, it was me. And then
just me, don't worry.
Don't be alarmed. And then, later on, I had a bruise from my elbow to, right here, and it was for weeks. I did, a weekly update. I would take pictures of it and be like, this is, what my bruise looks like today. And it was, purple, blue, yellow, green, and then at one point it was this ugly, yellow color, and it looked like I had a disease on my arm.
Oh my God.
I will never forget that. That was the best day of my life.
Oh my God. Do you remember when I had a bruise on my eye for, months? So, after that summer, well, okay, so then our senior year of cause.
Oh, the saddest thing ever happened.
We all Brenna got split up from us.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Alyssa and, pretty much all the girls that, went to with me, were put in, so we took AM, so we had morning classes our junior year, but then I requested to have morning again, but then there were too many people, so we got switched, so I was put into the PM, but Brenna was still in the AM, so we weren't in the same class. Okay, I swear to God though, the weirdest stuff happens to us.
Yeah.
Okay, people have a staring problem when we're together.
All
I don't
the
get
time.
it. And I don't know. I told my mom and my aunt about it, and they're like, "Oh, you're just being dramatic." Oh my God, everyone looks.
Every single person.
People stop. Is there something on our face? Is there something?
Do you want something? Me and Bella were running out of gas terribly because I always wait till the last minute to put gas in my car. So we stopped at this one that I never go to. I'm wearing this extra outfit. Don't remember what we were doing that day, but I think we were both wearing heels.
Really?
Like booty heels, yes.
Probably.
That's that's like us.
It's like normal for us.
At a gas station. And I don't know. Okay, someone was already there. And they were just like staring at us.
Okay, no.
Yes, no, there was someone before
No,
the
it was
other
like
guy came
pretty
in.
much empty.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm
there
sorry.
was like no one there when we went. It was like we're like the only ones. It was the guy in the gas station that was working.
Yes, I was pumping the gas. He's staring at me through the window.
Not even like nonchalant.
No,
Like
just like
so obvious. Like there was something like wrong with us or something. Like we were aliens. Like literally staring at us.
every time I looked up, wouldn't even look away. Just kept staring at us. I was like really uncomfortable. And then somebody pulled in on the gas station on the opposite side of me. And they were freaking weird. But then that guy pulled in. Do you remember that one guy? Tell them about that guy. Because, like, you...
Okay, so, Brenna, I think you had to go in.
No, I did not. I was not about to go in there, no.
Okay, so you must have been pumping gas or something. And, like, I swear to God, like, 10 people came right after we were, like, getting gas. So there was, like, a crap ton of people there. And they were, like, all guys. Like, all, like, weird,
creepy.
guys.
Some of them were old. Some of them...
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, conspiracy theory.
We're being followed. So there was like this weird guy and he was like pumping his gas. So I'm like waiting for Brenna, minding my own business on my phone.
Trying to avoid all contact. I just spit. Trying to avoid all contact with these people.
So this guy finished pumping his gas. Okay, so like there's like two different ways you could have gotten out. Like it's like not hard to like get out, and he was like on the other side. So like I was here and like he was here, and like I think he went in and came out, but like kept staring at me in the car. So then he gets in his car, and instead of like pulling out like from where he was, so like I was facing this way and like he was facing this way, and could have literally just like driven out, goes all the way around, okay, and stops.
Yep, looks at
right
her.
in front of me.
Looks at me too, and I was like, and that is when I stopped pumping gas, and I was like, we're leaving, and I just got in the car.
And then he like
Still
pulls away,
stood there,
but like turns around
as he was driving away. Like what?
Oh my God, stuff like that always happens when we're together.
So my really good friend Alex goes to this like one school a few hours away, and me and Bella in the beginning of like, or no, it was the end of September, we went to go visit him. And we were coming back, and it was late at night. We left his around, like, 7, and I don't know, it was probably, like, 9 or something, and we had to pee so bad. And, like, we went to this creepy gas station before we left his dorm to go to the bathroom, and it was really weird. Like, we went to get food, and everything about it was so, like, eerie and, like, creepy. So, anyway, we ended up leaving, and, like, we tried to not have to go to the bathroom because I do not like rest stops. Neither does Bella. Like, they just make me uncomfortable. Like, they really scare me. I don't like them. So, anyway, we ended up having to go to the bathroom, and the only rest stop for the rest of the way was this one rest stop. So, like, we pull over, and I did not, like, I remember telling you that I would hold it and that I didn't want to get out of the car because it ended up not being, like, a rest stop with, like, food and stuff. It was literally a bathroom, like a shack with toilets. And we were the only people there. It was dark, okay? I am so scared of the dark. And I did not want to get out of the car. And we went inside, and Bella kept freaking making Criminal Minds jokes.
It was
not funny.
God. It was literally
out of that,
scene
yes,
from Criminal Minds. Like, this bathroom was so grungy and gross. There was no one there. It was dark
Absolutely
out.
nobody.
Like, oh my God, I wish we had pictures of this place. So,
every time I think about it, I get, like, the chills. Like, it was so scary. I am so glad that, like, we did not die there.
Yeah, we're so lucky that, like, nothing happened. Yeah, that place was not cool.
No.
That was, like, too, like,
that was really,
I
really scary.
I posted so many things in my Snap story that weekend because, like, this was when me and Eric were talking, and I, like, wanted to, like, impress him. Like, oh my God. Me and Brenna used to go on Instagram Live all the time, and Eric was the only one. He was committed.
He would watch everyone. Remember, he was watching that movie with his mom, and he's like, I'll stop so I can watch your thing, and we were like, no, it's okay.
So Eric and I met on Tinder, okay? Never expected to meet anyone off of Tinder, but really lucky that he wasn't like a serial killer or something.
Yeah, which Bella is always freaking telling me, like, don't hang out with people you don't know, blah, blah, blah. But she goes and freaking has them come over to her house while she's alone for the first time.
I was living alone for a while. I lived with my grandma and I was living by myself at that point. She was in Florida. And I was like, you know what? I'm an adult. I'm 19. I'm going to meet this guy all by myself.
If I ever said that, she would have shot me.
Yeah, I would have. I would have never allowed that to happen. So after, like, me and Eric talked for, like, 3 months. We talked forever. So, like, after talking forever, finally he was like, all right, like, let's meet each other. Like, we're going to hang out. So I was like, okay, like, you're going to come over. And it was just me. And, like, I didn't really want to tell anyone, but, like, I had to. So, like, Brenna knew about it. And my dog, Lucky, had been really sick. So he was, like, in the hospital. And he had just come home that day. And my aunt had gone to pick him up. So she came to, like, drop him off. And, of course, it was the same exact time that Eric was coming. So she came over and we were getting everything situated. And, like, they didn't know what was wrong with him. So we had to, like, kind of, like, quarantine him. Like, he wasn't allowed to be, like, around anyone. So, of course, we're, like, trying to do all this stuff. The dog comes in, pees on the floor. And Eric texts me and he's like, I'm here. So I'm like, great. This feels so bad. I'm surprised that Eric did not run in the other direction. Like, if I were him, I don't know what I would have done. But the dog was, like, peeing on the floor, and we were trying to clean it up, and it was just, like, craziness.
And then I FaceTimed her in the middle of all this.
So I told her, because I was nervous, I'm like, what if it's, like, awkward? Like, I don't know how it's going to go. So I'm like, Brenna, you have to FaceTime me, like a few, like...
After I got out of work,
yeah,
you said.
So I was like, after you get out of work, FaceTime me. And so, like, it's not, like, awkward. And obviously, like, Eric knew that me and Brenna were best friends and whatever. So, like, I was just, like, FaceTiming her, and then my aunt left, so everything was good. And then I'm pretty sure Eric stayed at my house until, like, 2 in the morning that night and had to drive an hour
I remember
home.
that.
We got McDonald's, like, the first time we ever hung out. But yeah, so Brenna FaceTimed me, and it was...
And Eric, he's just so funny. Like, he talked to me on FaceTime while Bella was cleaning up. He's like, hi, Brenna, how are you? And he just, like, I never even talked to him in my life before, and he just started FaceTiming me.
Oh my god, that was so funny. But then, he asked me after that, like, I had to, like, play it off, because, like, I didn't want him to know that I was, like, scared. So he's like, oh, do you and Brenna FaceTime, like, every day when she gets out of work? Yes. I was like, no, we just, like, had to talk about, like, something we were gonna wear or something like that. I don't know.
Now they act like my parents.
Literally.
Don't let me do anything.
She's literally...
Okay, we went to Jumping Jacks the other day, okay? And I had to park on, like, a creepy parking, like, a weird parking spot behind a dumpster, like... And they wouldn't let me walk over there by myself.
It was
so
dark
they drove
out.
me over. They drove me to my parking spot. And they wouldn't leave until I got in my car and I was, like, ready to drive away.
Well, we didn't want anything to happen to you.
Yeah, I know. It actually warmed my heart. I just didn't want to say it. I need to act like I was annoyed. But I was like, aw.
Don't worry, Bren. We'll always look out for you. All right. How many concerts have we been to?
Brad Paisley,
Mm-hmm.
Tim McGraw.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one you just said?
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown.
Maddie McCreary. We went to...
Brantley Gilbert.
Wait. But there's one in between. Josh Turner.
Josh Turner. That is the one that I've been thinking about forever. I couldn't remember.
Daughtry.
Jackson.
Alan Jackson.
So I guess it's been like 8.
We've known each other for 3 years now.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd summer. Yeah, 3 years. This will be the 4th summer.
Crazy.
Yeah. You're the only person in the entire world that I let call me Bren. Like, I never let anyone call me that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Every day, Ching you to ride. The world will never ever be the same.
Everything is shiny while you all dressed up. I like you more when you dressed down.
Suddenly the whole scene played in slow motion. Dance on my dogs in the nighttime.
Every time you say I just love it, it reminds me of the hotel with the yellow walls when you were like, I just love it. I just love it.
None of us are 21. So the only place we could stay was a motel. Okay? So we
The Super
decided
8.
to stay at the Super 8. Let me tell ya. That was probably the nastiest place I've ever stayed in my whole entire life. It was really gross. The walls were like yellow and like green, and they had all these like fake plants, but like flowers. Like it was like floral.
It was like a botanical garden in the lobby.
Of fake flowers.
Fake flowers, and they were all, what is his hair? They were awful.
Even if I knew you'd be the one that got away.
Your hallelujah Sunday morning. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see ya. My mom bought me these slippers. It's like a pillow and a blanket all in one.
For your feet.
Softness for your feet. The 7 things I hate about you. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. The ice cream truck.
Oh!
So, we finished our makeup. We're just gonna go do our hair, probably get something to eat,
Get dressed.
and then we will be back. So, these are our finished looks.
We really hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with us today.
If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And stay tuned for our next videos to come.
Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, guys. Did you drop it?
I mean, yeah. I love this song.
What the?
Hey
Hey
now.
now. Hey now.
I was just gonna tell you to play this.
No, God, dreaming.
What in the haystack?
Oh, I love this song.
Me too.
Bren.
I don't like it.
When I taste tequila, I still. Oh yeah.
All right.
So I watched your location the whole time just to make sure like you were okay, whatever. So like I was constantly.
She's like, Brenna, I'm really worried about you. Like, can you please call me? It's been like what, 30 minutes? Like, I literally talked to her before, and I was like, I'm fine.